Right now, this is Ticker News Insight.
Hello and welcome back to Ticker News Insight, where we're looking to focus on the best of business with very clever people joining us from all around the world. I'm your host, Mike Loader, and to my latest story for the moment, and Devan Leos is the CEO and creator of DDigital, a communications and PR company. Devan has worked with Technicolor, ABC, Disney, Lionsgate, and more. He's also an actor who has starred in over 40 episodes of television and joins me now to talk the ever-changing world of digital media and production as well. It's good to see you, my friend. Thanks for your time.
Hey, Mike, thank you so much for having me. Yeah, it's an honor to be on Ticker News, and happy to just kind of talk about the world of PR and the ever-changing nature of communications.
Yeah, it's certainly curious stuff, especially at the moment. So what is so important to you at the moment about focusing on digital rather than physical efforts, which may have been the more popular option in the past?
Yeah, absolutely. So of course, in the past, we saw, a lot of efforts going towards, physical things, physical news, print media was huge. But now, as most people know, we're having a huge transition into digital. And so right now, digital public relations is more important than ever. Everything is digital. With the transition from Web 2 to 3, we're even seeing things like the metaverse. So digitalization is truly taking over.
Absolutely, and of course that takeover does include the media when it comes to performance, acting, artist, music, the whole gambit. But recently FTX put out a press release talking about bankruptcy following the recent scandal. What do you think FTX should be doing right now based on your experience?
Absolutely. So what FTX is going through currently is what we in the community of communications and PR call a crisis. A lot of people lost money, and it's really damaged a lot of people's, finances as well as their trust within, the blockchain community, things like that. What should be happening right now, just from a humanitarian perspective and also from a proper way to handle this crisis perspective, is that they should be doing a people-driven, saying, hey, we're taking responsibility for this, and making sure that they can right their wrongs and making sure that they're communicating across the board that they're going to make this right for people. So we will see what happens in the coming days and weeks with that. But, the damage is going to be widespread, affecting community of people that even goes beyond just the initial people that lost money.
Absolutely. Now, Devan, I understand you were recognised as an innovator by a tech announcer in the Web3 space for your expertise within PR. What have you noticed about that industry that others perhaps haven't? What's your niche understanding of what's going on?
Yeah, absolutely. I love Web3, and I think right now PR in every community, in every industry, is kind of misunderstood in a lot of ways, but especially in Web3. Web3 has a lot of growth, and there's a lot of great things for creators to make money there. But the reason why I've been focusing heavily in it is because I saw that there were actual experts in there. So I wanted to bring my expertise to help people and, make sure that people could be getting the right knowledge and the right value, because there's a lot of strategies that, PR that needs to be applied to Web3. And then there's also new things that we need to be thinking about in Web3, like when we're talking about metaverse or, spaces on Twitter being like a public speaking forum and sort of like that.
Yeah, the politics of it all is quite interesting as well when you mention things, what are the optics of certain bits and bobs and people showing themselves off and representing themselves on these platforms. But why is communication strategies, I guess, and PR necessary for those who may not appreciate it as much as perhaps you or I do?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was once said that, Bill Gates made the claim that if he was down to his last dollar, he would spend it on PR. And that's because public relations is people relations, and the people that are supporting your brand, the community, that is truly what drives any brand or business. It's the community. Your clients are a community. And so your relationship with them, it's multifaceted, and you want to make sure that you're nurturing that relationship. And sometimes the biggest mistake we see is that people don't have an active public relations or PR strategy, or they think it's something they don't need. But when you're dealing with people, it's something that is so necessary, because people drive business, communities drive business, and making sure that the relationship is there is just so important.
Absolutely, and very well said by you, my friend. I want to thank you for joining me on the program. It's all the time I've got for you now, but hopefully we can reconnect down the line and unpack this a little bit further, because as we know, all of this technology and all the changing spaces of media will require some sort of PR representation, and it sounds like you're pretty much on top of it for the moment. So thanks again.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Mike.
Good stuff. And of course, thank you to all of you for tuning in. I hope you've learned something there from my chat with Devan. I've been your host, Mike Loader, and be sure to head to tickernews.co for breaking news from all around the world. And I look forward to seeing you again soon and reconnecting. Be well.